Hello. So we're back to reading from the book of the journey back to myself. S with a capital. Going through all the difficulties that I was meant to go through, all of the challenges that I was meant to face in order to turn back within me, in order to come back to me, to the God that is within me and to the God that surrounds me. And so, as I do, I will just pray that the messages that come through support the greatest and highest good for all, and that whatever comes through is the message that is meant to be heard. And then I will talk a little bit, I will read it and talk a little bit about the journey. Okay. A stress response cycle. Ever been in a situation where you are being asked, or more accurately expected, to do yet another thing, whether at home or work? I have. The projects, presentations, the dishes, the bedtime routine, the dinner, the breakfast, the lunch, getting the kids ready, play, on, repeat. All of these and more are considered stressors. Anything that causes a strain or tension is a stressor. Mom, can you get me dressed? Her fourth outfit change of the day. Do you mind sending me that presentation today? Do you have those numbers for me by Monday? Can you have those numbers to me by Monday? It's Friday. Mom, my project is due tomorrow. Babe, did you get back to the insurance people? You are the one who wanted to do this. Husband. Can you feel the stressors, the strain and tension from these requests? Every time we have a stressor, we have a stress response. So can you imagine how many stress responses we have each day? A stress response is the physical, mental, or emotional response to the stress. No wonder we have become a pro at repressing or suppressing our feelings. Sometimes I still don't realize I'm doing it. I'll have one of those classic parenting moments when I get asked to help put on pajamas, which is most likely the fifth or sixth outfit change of the day, and I lose it. Because I have been suppressing how I feel all day long. The last part of the stress response cycle is our action. To complete the cycle, we take action, consciously or unconsciously. The action could be shoving down those thoughts and emotions. The action could be ignoring the physical pain in our stomach, shoulders, neck, back, head. The action could be meeting all these requests, but with resentment and feeling like it's an obligation. The action could be blowing up, even though it is not what we want to do. But the action could also be different. It could be something positive, and I'm going to show you how. Whew. Okay, so that stress response cycle. We have a stressor. We have the physical, mental, emotional response that we feel or maybe not feel within our body because we've suppressed it, which means we pushed it down, and we repressed it, which means we pushed it down so many times that it's automatic. We don't even realize that we're doing it. And then we have the action that comes from being stressed. And what happened for me a lot of the times, I have a different perspective, if you will, now. There's always going to be a stressor in your life. It's just the way that you respond, right? The way that you listen and respond. When you have that stressor in your life, allow yourself to feel it. You see, this is the thing I got wrong for so long. I forgot how to feel. And in order to heal, we have to feel it. We have to feel it to heal it. And instead of going ahead and feeling that resentment that I felt, or that anger that I felt, or that irritation that I felt, or the sadness that I felt, or the hurt that I felt, or the grief that I felt, instead of feeling those feelings, I suppressed them and I repressed them, and they just added to this stress level. And so, was I really mad that the presentation is due tomorrow? Was I really mad that I'm getting asked, if I got back to the insurance people, was I really upset that I'm getting my child dressed for, the 15th time that day? No. But what happened is I never expressed how I felt. And so the difference now is that I express how I feel. And we get taught, maybe not even taught, shown unconsciously that we just keep going. Just be strong, just keep going, get back up, you're fine, there's no blood, quit crying, I'll give you something to cry about. We get taught to push down these emotions. Just push them down, push them down, push them down. They've got to go somewhere. Okay? When we breathe into it, when we allow ourselves to feel it and just breathe into it, do it with me now. Whatever it is that you're feeling right now, just do it with me. Just breathe into that anger, that frustration, that sadness, that irritation, whatever it is, just breathe into it with the deepest breath you've taken all day. Allow yourself to feel it for a second. What is it that I need in this moment? Am I really upset for this? No, it's most likely not what you're upset about. But you've been pushing down how you feel for, your life. Or at least I did. And so this is a journey, okay? It's a journey. And as we go on this journey, just remember that it doesn't all happen at once, and that's okay. And forgiveness is going to be your best friend. And sometimes it's easier to forgive others. Most of the time it's easier to forgive others than it is to forgive yourself. And when we can't forgive others, it's most likely because we can't forgive ourselves. So just come back to yourself. If you've let the stress, or really not sharing, what it really is not being connected to who you are and how you feel, right? Yes, there's always these stressors. There's always going to be things happening in your life. But if you're connected to who you are and what you need and how you feel, they won't impact you as much. So come back to yourself. Come back to the self with a capital S, that self that is inside of you. Breathe. Honor the parts of you that are struggling. Honor the parts of you that need to be seen or heard or appreciated or supported, or feel alone or feel sad or feel overwhelmed. Honor those parts. What does she need? What does that part of me need? Breathe into it. Listen to her. She's not just another person that needs something from you, by the way. She's the one person that needs something from you. The most important person that needs something from you. She's you. Have a wonderful day.